Hello, welcome to the Bible in 5 years. My name is Armando. We are reading the Bible in chronological order, more than 300 stories. It's going to take us more than 2 years to do so. But yeah, I will give the rest of the long explanation or what this project is about after the reading of today's word, today's reading. So let's change the music so we can start with our reading. Day 223, Contagious in Diseases, Part 2, because it was a long chapter, very long. Leviticus chapter 13, from verse 24 on. All right. If anyone has suffered a burn on the skin and the burn area changes color, becoming either a shiny reddish white or white, then the priest must examine it. If the hair in the affected area turns white and the problem appears to be more than skin deep, a contagious skin disease has broken out in the burn. The priest must then pronounce that person ceremonially unclean, for it is clearly a contagious skin disease. But if the priest discovers that there is no white hair in the affected area and the problem appears to be no more than skin deep and has faded, then the priest is to put the infected person in quarantine for 7 days. If at the end of that time the affected area has spread on the skin, the priest must pronounce that person ceremonially unclean, for it is clearly a contagious skin disease. But if the affected area has not moved or spread on the skin and has faded, it is simply a scar from the burn. The priest must then pronounce the person ceremonially clean. If anyone, whether a man or woman, has an open sore on the head or chin, the priest must examine the infection. If it appears to be more than skin deep and fine yellow hair is found in the affected area, the priest must pronounce the infected person ceremonially unclean. The infection is a contagious skin disease of the head or chin. However, if the priest examination reveals that the infection is only skin deep and there is no black hair in the affected area, then he must put the person in quarantine for 7 days. If at the end of that time the affected area has not spread and no yellow hair has appeared, and if the infection does not appear to be more than skin deep, the infected person must shave off all hair except the hair on the affected area. Then the priest must put the person in quarantine for another 7 days, and he will examine the infection again on the seventh day. If it has now spread and appears to be no more than skin deep, the priest must pronounce that person ceremonially clean. After washing clothes, that person will be clean. But if the infection begins to spread after the person is pronounced clean, what? But if the infection begins to spread after the person is pronounced clean, okay, the priest must do another examination. Yeah, of course, if the infection has spread, he must pronounce the infected person ceremonially unclean, even without checking for yellow hair. Oh, but if it appears that the infection has stopped spreading and black hair has grown in the affected area, then the infection has healed. Oh, so black hair is a good thing, huh? The priest will then pronounce the infected person ceremonially clean. If anyone, whether a man or woman, has shiny white patches on the skin, the priest must examine the affected area. If the patch is only a pale white, this is a harmless skin rash, and the person is ceremonially clean. If a man loses his hair and his head becomes bald, he is still ceremonially clean. And if he loses hair on his forehead, he simply has a bald forehead. He is still clean. However, if a reddish white infection appears on the front of or the back of his head, this is a contagious skin disease. The priest must examine him, and if he finds swelling around the reddish white sore, the man is infected with a contagious skin disease and is unclean. The priest must pronounce him ceremonially unclean because of the infection. Those who suffer from any contagious skin disease must tear their clothing and allow their hair to hang loose. Then, as they go from place to place, they must cover their mouth and call out, "Unclean, unclean," as long as the disease lasts. They will be ceremonially unclean and must live in isolation outside the camp or town or city or whatever. Wow, what a deal. Yeah, we don't do that nowadays. We go to the hospital, right? Or the emergency room or the doctor or whatever. What a deal. This is the Bible in 5 years, and we're reading the Bible in chronological order. 300 or more stories. It's going to take us more than 2 years. And after that time, we will continue to read the Bible, but in a different format. And we're always going to try to keep it short and sweet because we read verses here. We don't read chapters. We read from 3 to about 30 verses. And we don't read 2 or 3 chapters of different books of the Bible. No, that will be too much. And different, every chapter will be about something different. And it will be too confusing. And we wouldn't remember anything that we read. But we're trying to keep it on the same story, same subject, same matter, same whatever theme. So we remember what we read. And this project is aimed for people who have not read the Bible. They don't know what the Bible say. They're not familiarized with the Bible, or maybe they don't even care about the Bible, and it's okay. We're not gonna judge you here. But this program is for you. This program, as the Christians will say, I'm a Christian too, okay? But that's how it's said in the Christian world. This program is for the one, not for the 99. The 99 are the ones that are inside the buildings. Oh, because Jesus went out and get the 99, the one that got lost, and the 99 stayed behind. And he was talking about sheep, in the building. So, but if you're from the 99, you're also welcome to listen and to participate. How? Well, you go and like and subscribe on the platforms that we broadcast this show, below the description here or above, depends where you go. We have the links there for Spotify, Facebook, and YouTube. Spotify, we have videos and audios. They're 10 minutes or less, easy to listen or easy to watch. In YouTube, only videos, and in YouTube and Facebook, they're only videos. The only difference is the Facebook, they're erasing the videos every 30 days, anybody's videos, as far as I know. That's the new policy they have. Well, it's not that new, but they've been doing it for a little while, a little bit. And but in YouTube or in Spotify, you can go check episodes. When we start doing this, like episode 1 or day 1, day 2, day 5, day 10, 15, whatever. So if you want to know where we started, and so that's what we're doing. Let us know where you're listening from, where you're watching from. And yeah, we have people from, I have a list here somewhere. I haven't actually checked back, but I think it's still same places. They're checking us out from England. Hello, England. Guatemala. Hello. Spain, Andalusia and Valencia. Argentina and Entre Rios. Hello. Poland, Mazovia. Hello. Mexico. Estado de Mexico, Hidalgo State, Sonora, and I'm sure somewhere else. Hello. Greece, in place named Attica, Russia, Moscow, Australia and Queensland, in Texas, in Washington State, Virginia, South Dakota, Florida, New Hampshire, New Jersey, California, and I'm sure some more. Well, I gotta go. We've already passed 10 minutes.